Now we wait for the masses. Ugh. So hot. Hold on. Just a minute. Okay, let's see who's in the chat. Who have we got in the chat? No one. Aside from Martin, who wrote that message earlier. Okay. Just need some water, guys. I've got my cider, but I also need some water. Hang on. Hang on, just gonna get some water. Where is everyone? I suppose I will just get the train underway. Then, oh shit. I suppose I'll just get the train underway. Then, wait for people to arrive. Shit. Mr. Man. She's up there. Close the door. And guess I'll get it on the way. Got all of my chocolate and cream coaches out today. All my Pullmans, all my Great Western ones, and the single BR Mark 1. this again. Let's stop this. There we go. I had hoped to run my Class 35 on this train. It wasn't working when I tried it. Just a minute, guys. My boy, spaghetti and meatballs are for dinner. And no, Ouija can't have any. There's no spaghetti here. No spaghetti for Ouija. I might have the Dean goods for the freight train later on. But for now, we've got my B12, my reliable B12, pulling my whole fleet of chocolate and cream coaches. Oh, and it just got caught on the wire. My fault for having it hang down like that. Having the wire hang down like that. Welcome, Stan. Nice to see you. I had hoped to have my Class 35 pull this to start the stream. Didn't seem to want to work when I tried it, though. Thing is, though, even after I had it pull that big long train in the last running session, it still seemed to work fine. Oh, we're doing glee marriage. 9 people now, lovely. I'll just let everyone else know that we've started. I've also today decided, I really can't believe it's already August, and even though I really can't believe it's already August, and I just want the year to slow down a bit, I have now decided that for Christmas this year, for my main present, I would like a 00 gauge castle class with a rake of Cornish Riviera express coaches. Yeah, following my 2 trips to the Didcot Railway Centre this year, I decided that it made me appreciate the Great Western Railway even more. So now I really want, Castle Class for Christmas. The one I'm specifically hoping to get is the Hornby Legends Nooney Castle. Hello, train guy. Is Stan still there? Ideally, I'd want it to be Pendennis Castle, as he is my favourite. Pendennis is my favourite of the Castle class engines. Especially as A, as it's basically the Great Western equivalent to Scotsman, and B, it also because it proved that the castles were capable of 100 miles an hour. You bought a Bachman Hall class? Nice. I'm a little surprised. Stan told me through DMs earlier that it's only Hornby that still do 00 gauge castles. No other manufacturer does them. And it didn't seem to have much luck when I tried looking specifically for Pendennis Castle. I think you already... Oh, shit! Oi, come back! You've left your train behind! I think you know why James hates you, Martin. You should know, anyway. Oh, you're back, Stan. Seen a Castle and BR very nice. They're the most recently still re-released. Cool. Yeah, I'm specifically hoping to get the Hornby Legends Nooney Castle. Stop! Oh, why didn't I get it to slow down in time? That was a very dumb mistake. It's just a heritage railway. Yeah. But yeah, the Hornby Legends Castle class is the one. Hornby Legends Nooney Castle is the one I'm hoping to get. Along with at least... Oh shit, wrong way. Along with at least 3 Cornish Riviera express coaches, which will look amazing. Those 3 Cornish Riviera coaches will look amazing running with my 3 Pullmans. They might still be producing them, but you don't know? Yeah, that's fair. But yeah, that's what I'd like for Christmas now. A Hornby Legends Nooney Castle. I found Hornby Legends Nooney Castle being sold for 150, and I put it on the watch list. No, Martin, it wasn't a derailment. Well, it was when I crashed it earlier, but it wasn't a derailment before. Yeah, having my B12 pull my chocolate and cream coaches, nice little difference from just something a bit different from the usual teak coaches, you know. Hello, MLP fan, nice to see you. Why aren't you a fan of the Hornby Legends one, Stan? Finish looks really plasticky. That doesn't really matter to me. Speakonia audio. Plan video? Cool. Well, the reason I wanted that specific one, Noonie Castle, is because I wanted one. What I really want, Stan, is a castle class in authentic Great Western condition, not one in VR condition. So I really want one with the large Great Western logo on the side of its tender, not necessarily one with the BR logo, if it can be helped. Yeah, I just wanted a slightly more authentic one. And hope if the Hornby Legends Noonie Castle I found doesn't sell before December, then that's the one I'll be getting. Newer Hornby Castles are way better though. Do they have any in Great Western? The Great Western one. Molded guards and D-link couplings. Oh god. But yeah, I really want one that's in authentic Great Western livery. As I said, not necessarily in BR condition. You got a castle in BR green, train guy? Nice. Yeah, Great Western green is my first choice for the castle class I'd like, but if I have to get one in BR condition, then so be it. It's just ideally I'd like one in Great Western condition. Newer tool version second hand with DCC sound for nearly the same amounts. Yeah, but you've told me before, Stan, my layout isn't DCC fitted, so it won't. So those castles won't be compatible. Also, speaking of Noonie Castle, I'm pretty sure the real Noonie Castle recently returned to service from overhaul. The real Noonie. Yeah, as of June 2025, it's working mainline charters. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the... Oh, it's happened again. Left its train behind again. Right, this time I won't bash it. There we go. I think to avoid this happening, I'll swap these two Pullmans around, because this one has the smaller couplings. If we have Rosemary at the front, rather than Agnes, they should stay coupled, hopefully. Come on. There you go. Just needed a bit of help. Same Krusty Krab pizza song on a talent show? I think I remember you saying that, James. Well, James does have a point, I'm afraid, Martin. When I first ran my new Horse, it started smoking. What? Its motors started smoking? Or is that to say you bought one that's fitted with a smoke system. So yeah, I'm very pleased that it's fitting that I'd be asking for Nooney Castle, considering that he recently returned to the main line. Shit. Okay, Stan has just DM'd me comparisons between the older Hornby Legends Castle and the newer one. At Abergavenny Castle does look good. Abergavenny Castle. Oh, yeah. Well, it's a good call, Stan, but... It's a good offer, Stan, but... They are quite pricey. They are quite pricey, the newer castles. Pricey. Kidway Castle. I see they've got a model of Kidway Castle. That's quite tempting. But they're offering... I see there's one Kidway Castle. For the same price as the one I found for Nooney Castle. Don't buy them new, you get ripped off. Second hand, they're like £80. Alright, I'll have a look at that. It was the motor. It just because it hadn't been running in a while. Well, that's interesting. Oh yeah, Martin. About that. Electricity will be here in a moment. About that, Martin. When I was at the Didcot Railway Centre, I did get another VHS from the same place, from the same shop I got that Reflections on Western Steam VHS from. I got one on Classic Railway Journeys Wales. And yes, I will be doing a VHS review of that on Wednesday. I can't really be putting off my VHS reviews much longer if I want them to end before the end of the year. I do admit that. So, I'll finally be doing another VHS review on that documentary on Wednesday. So stay tuned for that, guys. Well, thanks for the advice, Stan. I'll take what you said into account and see what comes up on eBay between now and December in terms of castle class locomotives. Yeah, I'll do those as well, MLP Fern. But yeah, thank you for that advice, Stan. I think you got the wrong beat. I think you got the wrong, I don't know. And the front pony truck just came off. Usually my, B12 is quite reliable. It's definitely my B12 is definitely the most reliable of all my double gauge engines. It's the one that behaves itself the most. I've said it before and I'll say it again, my B12 is like the Edward of my double gauge fleet. Edward. Double gauge. Oh, hang on, Rosemary has a slight derailment. Stand still there. Tell him that's something that's my officer, it. Wake up, Jeff. Recently priced miles in an oil cellar. I'll check it out when I eventually go to the North Yorkshire Moors Railway train guy. I don't know. Well, I don't know, Martin. You might be getting confused with the railway roundabout documentaries, which I know, the BBC one. I got my 9F from that model shop and got ripped off, so how much did you pay for your 9F from that shop, Stan? How much did you pay for that 9F from that shop? Let's see. Hang on, let's see if the Class 35 wants to start working. No, it seems to be dead. After this, I'll see if I'll give Tornado a try again, see if he can actually stay on the track this time at a reduced speed. £150. And, oh yeah, Branch Line Railway. Remind me what happened with that model, Stan? Excuse me. Oh yeah. Yeah, that was it. The wheels got stuck. This is the shed shop. I got scammed when buying my A4, as you guys know. I'm gonna try and get my models repaired elsewhere. It was my fault, not Dave's. Why was it your fault? Try and fix it myself. I also decided to try fixing the A4 myself, and that didn't turn out well. He offered to take it back. That was kind of him. Got someone else to work on it, and you still haven't got it back. Alright, well, if the B12's just going to keep uncoupling, this seems like a good opportunity to switch locos. Let's try Tornado again, see if he'll actually stay on the tracks this time. And there's another reason I'm trying Tornado now, actually. For those who are unaware, for those who weren't here when I mentioned this on a Friday stream, on Saturday the 16th, I'm going on a rail tour, on a mainline rail tour, steam rail tour, from London Waterloo down to Exeter, and I'm going to be pulled by none other than Tornado himself, as in the real Tornado. I do like how Tornado currently looks, fresh from overhaul, in its Brunswick green livery. But I prefer how it was originally outshot in apple green. And what do you know, it's derailed already. It's always this damn front pony truck. And I have actually seen Tornado in person before, when I was very young. Well, not very young, but I was like 8 or 9 at the time, and that was when Tornado was wearing BR Express Blue. And I remember going to see Tornado at Tunbridge Station, pull the Cathedrals Express out of, I went to see him pull the Cathedrals Express out of, Tunbridge on a rail tour to Ely, sponsored by Cancer Research UK. Hello, Matthew. Oh, the coaches are derailed. Needs to slow down the nice. Batman branch line. It's on me for not checking nice. Lima Deltic. Oh yeah, and then it started purring. Have you still got the Deltic, Stan? You saw Tornado today? Cool, yeah, it's at the Greatest Gathering currently, isn't it? It's so annoying. Deal with it, that's just my terminology. So yes, I have seen Tornado in person before at Tunbridge Station when he was painted when he was in Express Blue, and now, over 10 years later, I'm finally getting to travel behind him. Express. Again, I do like how he currently looks in Brunswick Green. Brunswick Green does suit the peppercorn A1s, without question, and the A2s, of course, but apple green definitely looks best on them. British Railways apple green, how they were originally outshot in 1948, definitely looks best on them. Leftwards. So yeah, this will be my first time actually travelling on a mainline steam rail tour, or indeed any rail tour for that matter. Tornado's Cancer Research UK Cathedrals Express Rail Tour isn't the only steam rail tour I've seen in person, though. Why do you find it annoying, though? What is explicitly wrong with it? Anyway, as I was saying, that's not the only time I've seen a steam rail tour in person. I'm just going to keep Tornado at this speed. I know it's not express speed, but I'm just going to keep him at this speed to reduce the chance of derailment. But yeah, anyway, that's not the only time I've seen a mainline steam rail tour in person. A few years later, I believe it was in 2015, I believe it was, I went to see a pair of Black Fives come through Penshurst Station. Yeah, I did film it. I'm gonna upload the one I did from February. I haven't done much editing of it, but I'll try and get it done for Tuesday, like I said I would. That's the vlog from my trip in February, though. But I did film another vlog from my August trip, and that'll be coming in a couple months or so. Assuming I stick to my weekly schedule of uploading vlogs every Tuesday. So yeah, while I have seen a couple of mainline steam rail tours in person before, I've never actually travelled on one, but that's going to change in a couple of weeks. A pair of black. Tornado really doesn't like the curves on my layout, it seems. Stop slipping off the track. Slipping off. No, I don't think so, Matthew. Are James and Stan both still there? high riding over the points. Shit. Oh, it re-railed itself. Alright. Matthew, alright then, Matthew. We'll see you in a bit in that case. Consonant. Maybe it'll be better if a smaller coupling at the back. Oh, Jesus. Excuse me. Right. Why does Tornado keep catching on its own front pony truck? Catching. Why does it keep overriding? Nothing much has happened since you were here. Hold on. Now it's derailed on the other side. Where's Stan gone? Pause the meeting? Yes. I have. Where's everyone gone? Well, there's only Matthew here now. Where's James gone? Well, looks like that didn't work. In fact, it only seemed to make things worse. Slack.
Yeah. I'm just gonna check we line up, all the joints line up. Just trying to see if I can soften the curve a bit, make it less curvy. Hold on, everyone, hold on. Oh, now I've pushed it all out of alignment. Whilst our stand's back, Horden will be going to shield them for static display. How come? Why won't it be running after that? How? Oh, Any problem? It's too Right. Too prone to breaking down? I think it's a good thing. Well, of course I am, Matthew. Why wouldn't I be? Let's stay on the tracks now. Maybe this time it might say, yeah, fine, I'll stay on. It seems to keep overriding. Stop purring. Stay on the track. August of last year? Yes. Now these two coaches suddenly don't want to stay on the track. Now, why does the train suddenly not want to stay on the track? I don't want to. Not want. I'm on strike. Had enough of this. Existent arse. Well, it wasn't derailing when it was being pulled by the B12. Hello, Stephen. This tornado and two of the coaches have decided they don't want to stay on the tracks, which is ridiculous. They don't want to stay on the tracks. We could really nice. Yes, I have heard of QB. They used to watch it. QB Dooby doing your mum. Sorry. You still there, Stan? Shit. Scheiße. Oh, yes. Huey Dooby doing your mum. Alright, John, been a while since we've seen you. Welcome to the channel. Welcome back to the streams, John. Right, the coaches are misbehaving too much. And hello, Joe. Trying to run Tornado at the moment, but failing. Alright, let's give the chocolate and cream ones a rest. If they're gonna... Let's take them off if they're just gonna keep derailing. And put the Eleni Artiques on. Hopefully Tornado has a better time with them, and actually with coaches that are familiar with, and you know, they actually stay on the track this time. Oh shit! Did you go to... No, I didn't, Joe. Yeah, I think they were Matthew. Well, Hornby, because they used the actual basis of the engine. Hello, Damo. Yeah, got a couple people coming out. No, I didn't go to Derby, Joe. Just a greatest gathering just would have been... Firstly, Derby's a bit far for me, and also... Also, it might have just been a bit too busy for me. A bit too overwhelming. You didn't go either? The iPad fell over, Matthew. Hold on, just need to... Here's the sixth one. You went to Eastleigh? Went to the Eastleigh Lakeside Railway? Nice. I was at Didcot yesterday. Oh, Joe, I meant to tell you. Currently trying to run Tornado, aka the one that's prone to derailing, but yeah. On the 16th of August, Joe, I'm going on a mainline steam rail tour behind the real Tornado. Going down to Exeter on the Atlantic Coast Express. Excuse me. Right. So what do you think of that, Joe? Trip behind Tornado. The real Tornado. I have seen the real Tornado in person before as well, Joe. I went to see it back when it was painted BR Express Blue. Go see Tornado on the 16th? Nice. The 01 from Bluebell is visiting Didcot? When?
And is it visiting Didcot? Now it seems to be re-railing itself now. First weekend of September, nice. Wow. Derailed. Maybe if I slow it down a bit, it'll not derail. It's always the second curve it keeps overriding on. You are. You are a very naughty angel. You're a very naughty angel. You're a very naughty angel. You are a You're a very naughty engine. I hope I can just use you. Okay, it seems like Connor is defending itself now. You're a very naughty engine. You're a very naughty engine. Okay. Clan line's coming back south? Nice. It's the points, I know. Oh, tomorrow? Whereabouts? Gummy bears? No, I haven't, Matthew. Birds, recipes, one's nice. Where's it going? Midland Main Line to home. And where's it based? Because if it was coming anywhere near my area, I'd go immediately. Looks like I've finally got Tornado to run properly. Seems like it's re-regulating itself now, so I'll just leave it to it. Is it open weekend next week? Collation, nice. Mainline steam locomotive movements. Let's see. ECS movement with Langley Hall. So where's Clan Line based, Joe? Where is Clan Line based? Yeah, I hope so, Matthew. Pretty sure it is demo. Where's Clan Line based, Joe? Oh, the Kentish Bell's been cancelled. Stop! Hang on. There. Hey guys, watch this. Thomas and Gordon. Oh wait, never mind. It's going too slow with the Ginty on the back. I was going to try and do a Thomas and Gordon, but oh well. He's the really useless engine we adore.
Still there, Joe? Now the tender's decided to keep derailing.
He's a really useless engine. No. Are you still there, Joe? Everyone still there? Hang on, guys. Don't know why I'm singing Really Useful Engine at the moment. Guess I'm just in the mood for it.
Which is good, because it shows I'm in a good mood.
Hold on a minute. He's the one. He's the one. He's the living sponge in the piano. He's the one. He's the number one. Thomas the Dragon. Oh, dear. Really useless engine. Puffs and whistles, rotten. Yes, I did, Damo. He's the really useful engine, the duo. He's the one. He's the number one. Thomas the Tank Engine. Shite. I'll give Tornado a bit longer, seeing as he's finally running smoothish despite his slipping off the tracks, then slipping back on. Then slipping. little niggle there that's getting him back on before the points. So once again, it's fitting I'm running Tornado because as I'm going to be travelling behind the real one in a couple weeks' time. Thomas the Tank Gang. Tangmere. Clanline. Tangmere. Yeah, the chat is. Yeah, the chat is dead at the moment. Spyro and Cinder. Yes, it is, Stephen. He's finally working properly. The stream where I was supposed to be welcoming back to the layout, that was the last running session stream I did, he just kept on derailing every time I tried to run him. While he is still derailing here, it seems, he seems to be re-railing himself at that curve there, just by the engine shed. So I'm just leaving it as it is. Oh, Stephen, I meant to say, I don't know if you heard me say this, Stephen, but in a couple of weeks' time, I'm going to be travelling behind the real Tornado on the Atlantic Coast Express Rail Tour from London Waterloo to Exeter. Oh yeah, I did say. You said you mean I said on Friday. Yeah, yeah. Well, hopefully I'll meet some lovely people on the train. Lovely, friendly people. And also I'll hopefully get a chance to promote my channel while I'm there as well. The Duchess of Sutherland back on the main line. Oh, cool. Well, it says here on the Railway Touring Company's locomotive shed page. Duchess of Sutherland has pulled trains for them in the past. I'll probably run my Duchess of Sutherland model in a moment. It's currently operational according to Wikipedia, mainline certified. Returned to the main line in October 2021. It's already back on the main line. How does it go again, demo? Forgotten how it goes. Crash bash loading screen. Crash bash smash wallop. Crash bang. Go away. Show you it? Okay. Oh, but as links probably won't come up in the chat, as you're not a moderator, Damo. Hang there. Yeah, I'm glad you think so, train guy. Welcome back. Definitely suits it. His Tornado's basically an LNER design before British Rail came about.
kilo. Oh, hello, Neon. Nice to see you. Hello, A1 Peppercorn. It is. What do you need to do, Neon? Yes, Tornado's finally running properly after the return to service stream I wanted to do. And there was the last running session stream I did. Tornado is currently constantly derailing and re-railing itself, I'm afraid. If I try to fiddle with it, it'll just derail all over again, so I'm just leaving it as it is. Still there, Neon? Sorry, I saw your messages a bit late. On the shelves of my DVD cabinet? Oh, okay. Hopefully that shouldn't take too long. I'm sure I've already told you this, Neon, but it's fitting I'm currently running Tornado because I'm sure I've told you this already, Neon, but I'll be travelling behind the real Tornado from London Waterloo down to Exeter on the 16th of August on the Atlantic Coast Express. Excuse me. Monster run down the Southwestern Railway? Yes. Pretty sure we'll be going via Salisbury on the way out, and then we'll probably be going via Bristol on the way back. Excuse me. Yeah, we'll probably be going out. Will you be going via Eastleigh? No. At least I don't think so. Yeah, we're going via. We'll be going via Salisbury.
No clue about any of it.
Southern Railway's nice, Stan, but obviously the other three big four companies are better.
So surely you find the Southern network more boring than the Great Western network.
Clearly don't know a thing about it. I will be running over Great Western tracks on the return journey as well, because according to the route map, on the return journey, I'm pretty sure we'll be going via Tiverton, Taunton and Bristol, and then heading south again, back to Salisbury. 159 territory? Yeah, exactly. So I should be seeing plenty of 159s that day. You don't know anything about GWR either? Well, you clearly do if you say you think it's boring. Because you clearly heard about it and then decided it was boring, which it isn't. The GWR is arguably one of the most interesting parts of this country's railways. The Great Western Railway is arguably the most interesting part of this country's railways. Primarily because of how ahead of their time they were. Pioneering push-pull trains. The early they pioneered everything from push-pull trains to the earliest rail cars, rail motors. Even an early version of the AWS. Tarantula Man. Jesus. We're not. Me and Electro aren't going to do this when he comes to see me at the end of this month. We're not going to do this when he comes to see me at the end of this month. But next time he comes to see me, after that, I'd really like to take him to the Didcot Railway Centre. Just found it so interesting. The first Sprinter is now preserved. Transport for Wales. It's a Class 150, isn't it, the first Sprinter? I already know for a fact that a 153 has already been preserved. But now... Here it is, Mid-Hampshire Railway to welcome Class 150 Sprinter. The Mid-Hampshire Railway, aka the Watercress Line, has become the first heritage railway to preserve a Class 150. Nice. They deserve preservation. Dates back to 1987. Currently at the Greatest Gathering. They're probably going to paint it back into Regional Railways livery.
Oh, it's nice to see a Class 150 officially be preserved. There's still 120 150s in mainline service currently. Hi Electro, nice to see you. Oh, you said you're back. Were you here briefly before? One of Jacob's pictures? Nice. 150-231, yeah. Just dog boxes? Yeah, I know. Well, I think a good number of the 150 Sprinter family, I think a good number of the Sprinter family of trains is going to get preserved. Definitely some 156s and 158s. 150-231 has been preserved. Nice to see you, Electro. Oh, one of Jacob's pictures you put in your server. Nice. Probably because they still use, ScotRail still use the 156s exclusively. Anyway, Electro, very nice to see you. Have you had a good day? Very nice to see you, Electro. Have you had a good day? Hunch. A lot so. I'm currently running Tornado at the moment, Electro, which, as I told you, I'm going to be riding behind the real one in a couple weeks' time. Ow! Bloody hell. Just bang my head on the back of the wall. You like the Sprinters though, don't you, Stan? I know you've said you like the Sprinters though, Stan. I know you said you like the 156s. I have no idea, Damo. Well, Yoda would, of course, because the other one was just a fake one. Assume it's a fake character anyway. Yeah. Still there, Electro? That's all right, Joe. Earlier I asked you if you knew where Clan Line was based, or where the locomotive Clan Line was based. Neon, would you kindly explain to Stan the appeal of modern-day diesels, with how amazing their engine sounds are? They just appeal. Yeah, they really do. I like their boxy shape as well. I'm probably going to do, I've said this before, but at some point, I don't know when, but at some point, I'm going to do a live stream dedicated to multiple units. Because while obviously I do prefer loco hauled trains, I do want to give multiple units their spotlight as well, as multiple units definitely do have a place on our railways. Stewart's Lane is where Clan Line is going? Nice. Oh, mostly EMU. You don't mind 156s, so you don't mind DMUs then. So you get the appeal of DMUs. But it's not just DMUs and EMUs I'll be talking about in that stream. I'll be going back to the days of the earliest steam rail motors, as rail motors are basically where multiple units got their start. HST, please. Oh, you want me to run the HST on here? Yeah, I will at some point. You really like the old ones from the 50s? Like the 101s, Stan? And the 1-2 ones? Yeah, that's what Neon was saying, Joe. He just said that. And I'm very happy. And I'm very happy about that news as well. I do like the Sprinter diesels. I've been lucky enough to travel on a few 156s and 158s. I'm sure I've travelled on a 150 as well. Oh yeah, I definitely travelled on a 150 when me and my dad went to Wales in 2014. Yeah, I know for a fact I went on a 150 when between Blaenau, Festiniog and Llandudno when me and my dad went to Wales. Class 142? Oh yeah, we'll be talking about the 142s in the stream as well. Going to the North Baltimore Dry November? Nice. I do like all those. 101. Yeah, you did go on a 101 when you went to the Keighley and Worth Valley Railway last summer, and you went on a little rail bus with me when we went at the start of November last year. Dirty, rumbly diesels. Exhaust made a great sound indeed. If you go rock climbing, nice. I personally prefer diesels that roar rather than rumble. Yeah, I personally prefer diesels that roar rather than rumble, like the HSTs and the Class 50s. Class 40s are so good. Yeah, I like the 40s as well. Once again, though, with the exception, aside from the Class 43s, though, my favourite diesels are the Deltics and the Class 50s. Overrated? They're not overrated, Stan. How can you call a train that literally saved this country's railways overrated? Class 40? Oh yeah. Yeah, I used to get confused between the Class 40s and 37s as well. And of course I used to mix up the 45s. The Class 40s, 45s and 46s all look very similar to each other. So it is very easy to get them mixed up. Class 37s are a bit more easy to identify though, because they have longer snouts than the 40s and the 45s and 46s. The Class 40s are basically elongated Class 37s. Quite innovative, yes. I do like how the Class 40s, 45s and 46s all have unpowered wheels in front of their bogies. Well, yeah, they do have a lot of similarities. Honestly, Electro often tells me that he thinks some trains and locomotives all look the same, and in some cases I do see where he's coming from. Like, it's very easy to get Class 40s, 45s, and 46s all mixed up. Especially when it comes to, like, the Great Western 460 Express locomotives. It would definitely be very easy to mix up the likes of the castles, kings, halls, manors, etc. Well, as Tornado has had another derailment. Motor of Tornado's getting a bit hot now anyway, so I'll give him a rest. And as per Joe's request, I'll put on the HST now, as per Joe's request. And now, all of a sudden, the Cowboy Bebop theme is in my head, even though I've never seen the show, because Train of Thought used the Cowboy Bebop theme song in his video he did about the Great Train Robbery, which Neon just mentioned. Oops! Oh dear. One of the bogies came off. Just fix it on like that. There we are. Alright. Ruston make the best diesels? Nah, Stan, the best diesels are the ones that roar. Gears you need to change? They're just like in a car. First gen of DMU? Nice. There's a clutch? Nice. Seen a bit of the movie? Nice. All my money for my holiday to Norfolk? Have you already had that, Joe? I don't know what fixed is, MLP fan. Right, so Joe wanted the HST, so now I'll put it on for him. HST. Wanted the HST. There we go. I may have the Dean Goods pull a freight train towards the end of the stream. We'll see what happens though. Yeah? Ah, shit. iPad fell over. Oh, stay up. Do 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 do. Come on. Oh, shit.
Scheiße. Bow, mo, 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 mo. The jump rope. Yeah. It's all about. Hold on, guys. Right. Oh, forgot I put the... Yes. Set the reverse to neutral, choose a gear onto the enemy. Reverse back to direction control, nice. Fixing and all, yeah, the HST. Apply power, yes. Gear works on Rustins, nice. The cars too. Older manual gearboxes, old gear buttons, they keep, you know, they were very sluggish. Damn. Right. The next. The juice. Actually, I'll swap the power cars around and set the train in the and set it in the other set the HST in the other direction as yeah. The HST runs a lot better going in the other direction. Stalls. It often stalls when trying to go around clockwise. It's always better going around anti-clockwise. Clockwise. Clockwise. Right. Come on. Not exactly speeding along like an HST should. I think once it runs in, it'll go a bit better. Got it at full power. Need to go for a moment? Alright. Why? Far more rewarding. Driving lessons. It'll get better, Stan. Shit. Decided against it. I don't. Worse than the Emoji Movie? Seriously? Can't be that bad. Surely not. There you are, Joe. Rustin 88 is my next soldier rather than a Tyne Dock 9F. Thought you really wanted a Tyne Dock 9F, Stan. Actually, guys,
Now that I look at the Ruston 88s here, guys, you know how I said that Brian from Redcliffe Railway Tales was a chain drive planet shunter? Well, I've changed my mind. He's actually a Ruston 88, which is what Stan just mentioned. Yeah, I've decided that Brian from Redcliffe Railway Tales is actually a Ruston 88. Rather than a chain drive planet. I always intended for Brian to be some sort of four-wheel diesel shunter without, that doesn't have any connecting rods. Like the 08s and the likes of the 08s and 04s do, and the 06s. Your favourite locos? Oh, that's surprising, Stan. I thought you still preferred the Andrew Barclays and Austerities. Only 106 has been preserved. A lot more 07s have been preserved than 06s, despite more 06s being built than 07s. Can you stop? HST didn't derail before. Why is it suddenly derailing now? Doesn't usually happen. Why is it happening now? What is it? You're welcome, Joe. Probably it'll be a Ruston 88, alright. I don't know. Fix has got 90%. MLP fan, this looks good. This looks good, MLP fan. I'm looking at Fixed right now, and it basically just looks like a 2D, classic 2D style. Oh, it's only on Netflix though. This looks good, MLP fan. Why do you think it's bad?
over the top. But that's the point, MLP fan. That's the point of the film, MLP fan. And you can't criticize... Seems to me like you're criticizing others for liking it. That's not right. That's not right. Can't do that. Now the first coach is derailing constantly. Stand still there. That's a classic. I could change it. Just a minute, guys. Okay. Fixed it now. Sorry about the constant derailments, Joe. Fine by me, nice. Right, I'm gonna keep going till 10:30 tonight. Slightly shorter stream. Wanted to wait until 7 to start, so I had a bit more time to test the layout. Christmas instead? Whatever. What did MRP fan? Constant derailment. The constant derailments of this. %, on Rotten Tomatoes, awesome. You already said what it is. Take it on the chin. Take it on the chin. next year, nice. Got D100s, nice. But yes, guys, I do have a lot to look forward to this month, with the rail tour behind Tornado down to Devon, and Electro coming to see me again. Hopefully this year I'll also see Neon again. We've started the end of the world. Not again! You've started the end of the world. You've started the end of the world. You've started the... Right. Alright. You've started the end of it. Over. You've started the end. Thank you to run the HSC again. Thanks, Joe. Thank you for coming, Joe. See you next week. Just stand still there. Let's see. Actually, guys, while I keep an eye on the chat and the HST running around, of course, I'm going to see if I can do a bit more editing on the Didcot Railway vlog in February. Animated Looney Tunes? Yeah, good. Lots of things here. Make it about that shows the community support. I think you're some deep reports. It's no different. It's no different. I think it's this single bogey that keeps derailing. Maybe it'll be... Let's see if... Let me try flipping it around, flipping the coach around, see if that works. Flipping the coach around. New movies in the works at the moment. What, a new 2D animated one? Oh, there you are, Electro. How come you suddenly disappeared again? I was running Tornado a moment ago, as in the A1 Peppercorn a moment ago, Electro, but I'm now running the HST because Joe requested it, but Joe's gone now. But yeah, Electro, I'm really looking forward to my
upcoming trip on the mainline steam rail tour down to Exeter from London Waterloo. Why not Coyote versus Acme? I know. Well, Neon, similar to how Catch-Up Entertainment saved the day the Earth blew up, they've also saved Coyote vs. Acme, Neon, and are planning to release it next year. I know. Right, guys, while I keep an eye on the chat. Yeah. So how come you suddenly left Electro? Hang on, my laptop's currently muted, so hang on. Unmute. You just did. Oh, okay then. Won't question it any further. So yeah, Electro. When you come to see me at the end of the month, Electro, as I'll be doing the rail tour not long before you come to see me, I'll tell you all about it and how it went. It won't be the first time I'll be seeing Tornado in person, though. I think it was 2013, I believe. I went to see Tornado pull a rail tour out of Tunbridge to Ely on the Cathedrals Express that was being run for Cancer Research UK. Back then, Electro, Tornado was painted in the lovely BR Express blue. You'd really like that livery, Electro. You'd love BR Express blue, Electro. Very rich, deep purple colour. Sorry, no, not purple, blue. So yeah. Yeah, I'll have a lot to share with you when you come over at the end of the month, Electro. Versus Acme. Acme versus David Zaslav. Yes. So, have you had a good day, Electro? Shit. Hang on.
Hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on. Still there, Electro? Is Leon still there? Yeah, good day, Electro. Right. Yeah. You still there, Electro? Hippopotamus. Right. Chat seems to have gone dead again. Oh dear. Film Fix Nature, are you at the moment? No. Where's Electro gone? Seems to be very occupied with something, just leaving them returning. Perhaps he's a little agitated about something. Leon, haven't heard from Odd for a while either.
Sorry guys, just doing editing as well as keeping an eye on the chat. I may switch trains again in a moment. Originally, yeah, I know, I'm aware. An LP phone. Welcome back, Electro. Running the HST again. Surely you recognise the HST. Keep pointing it out. 2 diesel locomotives. 2 diesels. Needed a reminder? That's fine. Yes, the diesels. Yeah, Joe Light Railway wanted me to run this. I was running Tornado before, but now I am. And, as I was saying, Electro, very soon, shortly before you come to see me again, I will be travelling behind the real Tornado on a rail tour down to Exeter, out of London Waterloo. Tornado returned from overhaul not too long ago, alongside its cousin, Blue Peter. She mentioned to me as well, Electro. Cousin. Blue Peter. Blue Peter. Hey Jacob, nice to see you. Named after, well, not really named after a television show, but both the television show, Blue Peter, and the locomotive were both named after the ship Blue Peter, I believe. Driving diesels on Derail Valley? Nice. And me spin. Convert diesel over steam. I both do and don't get why at the same time, Stan. Yes, diesels are nice and they have their advantages over steam locomotives, but still, steam is just awesome. Steam reigns supreme, and always will. Yeah, the unicorn is here indeed.
I'm just telling Electro about my upcoming trip behind Tornado down to Exeter, Jacob, in a couple of weeks' time. But if I haven't uploaded the video I am going to film a video on that trip. I'm going to show Electro the footage I recorded on the trip. The footage I record on that trip. If I haven't uploaded that video by the time he comes to see me. Little diesels just have charm. Steam locomotives also have charm, Stan. I'd argue small steam locomotives have more charm than small diesels. Doing your own little thing. Well, that's the case for like the small tank engines, like the panniers and austerities. Like the austerities were off to the side doing their own little thing until 1984. I don't think we're ever getting Back to the Future 4, unfortunately, Damo. At least not until Robert Zemeckis dies. Because he has sworn on his life that he will never make another Back to the Future. The rights to Back to the Future remain firmly in the hands of the Robert Zemeckis estate, and they refuse to let Universal make another one. The Back to the Future trilogy wrapped up in 1990, and it's going to stay that way. Which is for the best, as it only needed 3 films. Anyway, as I was saying, Electro, I remember when Blue Peter was about to return to service, you took a bit of a liking to Blue Peter. What I really want to happen one day, Electro, is for Tornado and Blue Peter, the two extant locomotives, LNER peppercorn designed locomotives, both of them to double head an excursion. No, Jacob. If the Zemeckis family doesn't want another Back to the Future for the sake of money, then that's completely their choice. Still there, Electro? The Zemeckis. If the Zemeckis family. The Zemeckis. Another Back to the Future. But yeah, as I was saying, this won't be the first time I've seen Tornado in person either. I was just telling Electro, and I told everyone earlier, that I saw Tornado back in 2013 when I was 9. It was pulling a train shunted over mainline diesels. That's fair, Jacob, but Class 08s, for example, they're just so boring. Welcome back, Neon. Electro, if you're still there, Neon's returned. But yeah, guys, as I was saying, for those who didn't hear me say this earlier, this won't be the first time I've seen Tornado in person. I saw Tornado in person pulling a rail tour out of Tunbridge when he did a Tunbridge to Ely excursion for Cancer Research UK, pulling the Cathedrals Express. And I was able to miss the first hour of school to see him, actually, guys.
That was back when Tornado was painted in Express Blue. Now, of course, Tornado is currently painted Brunswick Green, which does suit Tornado, but in fact, the Brunswick, even though I prefer BR Express Blue over Brunswick Green, I will admit Brunswick Green does suit the A1 peppercorns better than Express Blue. Though obviously, British Railways Apple Green, LNER/British Railways Apple Green, suits the A1 peppercorns best. No. I did what, Electro? Yeah, I did see King Edward II, the locomotive, when I went to Didcot back in February, but I didn't when I went to Didcot yesterday. As it turns out, King Edward was at the Greatest Gathering. Yeah, what about that, Electro? Worst one? Following Snow White, something for the best, indeed. Yeah, Stan, I do agree that Brunswick Green looks better on the A1 peppercorns than Express Blue. Although generally although in most cases I do prefer Express Blue. Shunter's rule. Class 08s do what they do. Yeah, but they're just so dull. They can't even go that fast, the 08s. They're limited to 15 miles an hour, the Class 08s. At least the austerities can run at a decent speed. Yeah, while I do find the austerities and the 08 shunters boring, if I had to pick between the two, I'd definitely pick the austerity because A, at least it's a steam engine, B, at least it makes more awesome sounds than the 08, and C, at least it can go faster and is more capable of pulling trains on heritage railways than 08s. Cartoon Network, okay with that? 08s are proper beasts. Nah, Stan, true diesel beasts, as I keep saying, are the Class 43s, the 55s, and the 50s. Class 50s are proper beasts. Speed is useless of shunters, yeah. The problem there, Stan, is it doesn't make the 08s very flexible. The problem is the 08s are not very flexible. Because the likes of the austerities and panniers can go a lot faster than the 08s, it makes them a lot more flexible. Like, most panniers did do shunting and pilot duties around Paddington and the other major stations on the Great Western Railway, but they could also do small goods trains and branch line trains. Point is, because of their low top speed, the Class 08s were just confined to shunting yards most of the time, whereas the likes of the panniers and austerities, being faster, are more flexible. Not designed to be flexible. That's part of the, but Stan, that's part of the reason why I find them so boring. Because almost 1,000 of them were built. Almost 1,000 08s were built. 1,000 of these mass-produced, stale, almost robotic diesels doing the exact same thing, shunting over and over again. That is why, despite the fact so many panniers were built, like over 850 panniers were built, which is still less than 08, but still a lot. But with so many panniers built, at least they could be seen doing a wider variety of work, not just shunting. As I said, they also pulled short freight and passenger trains on branch lines. So at least with that, they were a bit more interesting. Guess who did see King Edward? I know, Jacob, you did. You sent a picture. Full heavy freight and industrial lines? Exactly, that's my point, Stan. Austerities are a little bit more flexible. They can do both shunting and pulling. Heavy freight trains on short lines. On industrial lines. Built to get the job done? Well, yes. And that's exactly the part of the reason I'm not keen on the 08s and why I find them so boring. There are many other diesel shunters I like a lot more, like the Class 07s and 04s, and all the Ruston diesel shunters I keep talking about. Don't feel loaders to be pretty and do loads of jobs. They need to be built to do the work that needs doing. But locomotives can do the job they're built for and be interesting. And the Class 08s simply aren't. Why am I not making a good argument? You don't like fish because they don't fly and walk? No! I'm not saying that at all. That's not the point I'm making. You love GWR locomotives? Well, in that case, Jacob, I'm sure I'd love to take you, Electro, and Neon to the Didcot Railway Centre one day. All three of you would have a great day with me. Yeah, the Didcot Railway Centre is such a cool place. So many exhibitions, and it really helps you to realise just how far ahead of their time the Great Western Railway were. The 09, 10, 11 and 12 diesel shuttles use the same design as the 08. Exactly! That's another thing, Stan. That's another thing. Jacob makes a good point. It's not just the 08s that use the same design. Add on all of the Class 09s, 10s, 11s and 12s that were all built, that basically look like 08s anyway. Sure, some of them had a higher top speed, but still. It's just so samey. You claim the HSTs and the Class 43s to be the most overrated trains of all, Stan. But honestly, for me, the most overrated of all are the 08 shunters. I get why people like them, and if you like them, good for you, but I don't. Oh, you're trying to draw. So you did, So you did decide to get back to drawing, Electro. Nice. What are you trying to draw? I'm more familiar with the O8s. Well, yeah, and of course DMUs, diesel multiple units. Any of the screen. Also. What are you trying to do? Tell you you're keeping it a secret? Maybe you're finally trying to get Max done. I could be wrong, but perhaps you're finally trying to get Max drawn, Electro. If that's the case, then thank you. Or maybe you could be drawing something. Actually, I'm not going to say, because that might give it away. Yeah, Electro. Right now, Electro, we're talking about what I've told you before. What I feel. Yeah, right now, Electro, we're talking about what I've told you before are my least favourite locomotives of all. The O8, the Class 08 diesel shunters. And how boring they are. Yes. Yes, Electro. Believe it or not, I, a train enthusiast, find a particular class of locomotive boring. Such irony, am I right? Boring. Last year I sold my Class 06 Shunter because it was just completely buggered. It had wheel flats and its motor was full of dust, so I decided to sell it. And the modeler's probably using it for the guy I sold it to is probably using it as like a scrap engine set dressing or something. I personally like them, and I understand why, Neon. I understand why you and Stan like the O8s. I just find them boring. If I was to get another diesel shunter, though, if I was going to get another diesel shunter, I'd probably either go for an 04, an 07, or some sort of Ruston. Before that though, I want to see if I can try and get some steam shunters. There was also the Class 05, which hardly anyone talks about. Hardly anyone talks about the 05s, 4 of which have been preserved. The 05s have quite a nice design, actually. I like how curvy they are. I kind of like how curvy they are towards the top, and they have an interesting cab design as well. Oh, there's a Class 05 preserved on the Isle of Wight Steam Railway called Nuclear Fred. Oh, wow, what a name. You will, Jacob, eventually. There's a Class 05 preserved on the Isle of Wight Steam Railway called Nuclear Fred. And there's one called Cider Queen as well. What is it with Class 05s and giving them exotic names? Yeah, actually, I think I'll get a Class 05. They look quite interesting to me. If I were to get another diesel Shunter. Oh dear. Belgian Class 05. Class 05s, from what I see, have very large side cab windows as well. Yeah. Well, I wouldn't mind getting a Belgian Class 05. All of them, from what I see on here, cost £140. Good night. In a minute, what I'd like to do in a minute is have my Pannier and Dean Goods double-header freight train. 2 Great Western engines double-heading a freight train would be a nice thing to see. Great Western engines. Oh my god, I'm tired. You release go release cinema studios? Yeah, I'll just set up the freight train while I give the HST a few more laps. Having my Pannier and Dean Goods double head would be cool. Where did I put my Dean Goods? I saw it. Here it is. Here it is.
Right. Make a great wish.
And would that wish be to see me and Electro and Neon, Jacob? Is that what that wish would be? Or GW. Right. The Great Western Freight Train's ready to move out. Just give the HST a few more laps. Hopefully it'll actually stay on the rails. My freight wagons are very prone to derailing. Yeah, the HST is running a bit faster now that I've run it in a bit. Giving it time to run in. Well, if they want to make an adult film, now that most of the people who grew up with them are adults, if they want to make an adult film, they have the right to, MLP fan. Alright, one more lap for the HSP, then I'll bring out the Great Western Freight Train. Is Neon still there? I know Electro's currently working on a drawing, but is Neon still there? Alright. Time to give the HST a rest. Joseph Cord. That's it. Come on, you can do it. And it's short-circuited. First time this has happened all stream. Oh, derailment already. Do 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 Oh, no wonder it's derailed. It's somehow switched back. Down, 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 down. And stop. No. No running railways with AI. Absolutely not. Railways need human intervention always. Yeah, before of course, my Dean Goods couldn't pull very heavy, very long trains. But with the aid of another Great Western engine, the Pannier, it's able to now.
Do, 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 do. As long as the wagons don't derail, of course. Ah, the panny is derailed already. Da, 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 da. Oops. Come on. It's derailed again. The Dean. The Dean. Come on. Ow! What the fuck is going on? Da 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 da. Come on, come on, come on. Da 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 da. Okay, you can slow down a bit now. Don't want to go too fast or else it'll derail. Da 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 da. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Tires to it. Onion sauce. Oh, blow. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Okay, this is a good speed. Bum 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 bum. Can you stop derailing? Can you stop fainting? I insist you shut the fuck up. And I insist you shut. You stay on the track, please. Yeah. Down, 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 down. Why won't you stop slipping off the tracks? Slip. Slipping, slipping, slippy. Ah, shit. Hang on, my lovely, my battery's running out. Oh. Hold on, guys, I need to go get my laptop's charger. I'll be back in a minute, guys. If anyone comes while I'm gone, tell them I died in a tornado. Oh, and while I'm at it, I'll go to the loo as well. Just a minute, guys. One moment, guys. I'll be with you in a moment. I'm back, guys. What has the chap been saying? Oh, nothing. Cat. I just... Oh, I brought up one of the nunchucks from my thing as well. I accidentally brought up one of the Wii nunchucks. Can you take it back down? Oh dear. Thanks. Thank you. Cat. Hammock. Oh dear. Might be a bit better if I run it in anti-clockwise like I did VHS-T. Meow meow. And I don't dun. There we go. My laptop is now charging. Oh yeah, and I brought my rucksack up as well, so that it's here when I go out tomorrow. Oh yeah, while I'm here, guys, just so you guys can see, this is the VHS I bought at Didcot. Classic Train Journeys, Wales. This is the... Oh, and I accidentally broke a little bit off. "60 minutes. Yeah, it's another documentary, but you guys are desperate for me to do another VHS review, and funds are tight for the moment. So that's part of the reason I've been I haven't done another one, because I'm trying to save money for other things at the moment. Fortunately, though, I got this Classic Train Journeys Wales documentary for only £1, so I'll be doing a VHS review of this on Sunday. No, I mean Wednesday. No, Thomas character named Gus. He'd be best suited for a road vehicle character, I think. Jacob, do you agree with me? Beast. Just noticed it's leaning to one side, the Texaco tank. There we go, I've fixed it. Oh, that's probably part of the reason it was derailing. Alright. Oh. Hold on a minute, guys. Just a minute. A steam bus. Yeah, that sounds perfect. Gus the Steam Bus. Sounds like a perfect name for a Thomas OC to me. Jacob. Right. Let's see if my pannier and Dean goods will be better off going around the layout anti-clockwise. See if they stay on the tracks a bit better going anti-clockwise. Don't want to give them too long a train. Because even with the pannier's help, the Dean goods won't be able to pull that much. Don't want to strain them too much like I did last time with the Ginty and Class 35. Right. See if this is any better. Okay. Don't go too fast. Seems to be fine. Tiny bit slower. Oh, and it's derailed already. The Dean goods. Stop! Stay on the track. Wait! You've left it behind! Exhibit at the Earls Museum? Oh, that sounds like a fantastic idea.
until 45 tonight, actually.
Died in it. I died in it. I died in it. Stop. So 17 wagons. Trucks. 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 I want so bad. I want so bad. I want food trucks. I want. Definitely somewhere the train, parts of the train are derailing on under my chest of drawers. That's there. Solid. Pulling it over. Scaling the trunks. Ugh. Unsociable piece of shit. You unsociable piece of shit. Alex, you. I stopped. Oh dear. Shorts. Ugh. Little robots, it's cool. Can't be bothered to sort this out if it's just gonna keep derailing then. It's 10:30 now anyway, and there aren't many of you here now, so guess we'll just end the stream now. Zen. Perhaps it might be better if we switch, if the pannier and Dean Goods switch places. Might. See if that works. It's always when it goes under my bed that the trains tend to derail. Under my chest of drawers, rather. Same problem. Okay, the pannier made it round, but not the Dean Goods. Oh my god. Wait. Fuck this. Fuck this, I'm ending the stream now. Seems like my Dean Goods is now, with the current state of my layout, my Dean Goods is just as prone to derailing as Tornado. So I'll just leave it at there. So So we'll just leave it at that for this stream. Past 10:30 now anyway. I was going to end now anyway. Oh, why have you retracted that message? I know, demo. I don't know. Well, I probably won't do a double feature PSU. And why would that be a bad thing, MLP fan? Okay. Yeah, time to end now anyway, guys. It's been a fun one. In the end, there weren't as many problems as there were at the start of the stream. In the last running session stream, rather, but my layout definitely needs improvements before my Dean goods can run on it again. So I'll see if I can make a few more modifications to my layout so that to make the curve under my chest of drawers not as sharp. No, I won't. Either way, guys, that's it for this stream. I hope you all enjoyed. Thank you all so much for watching. Please like, comment, share this stream with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to me, Train Lover 16, if you haven't already, to stay tuned for my upcoming content. Also, go and follow me on Instagram and Blue Sky. Join my Discord server. Go and buy my novel, The Spy and the Superdog, if you haven't already. And check out my eBay profile as well. And I will see you all in my next video. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye.